was feeling hopeless, I was feeling broken, couldn't see where I was going, almost fell apart. That is when I found you, you could see right through me, pull me from the darkness, save me from the start. I might be reaching for the stars, but whenever I'm with you, doesn't matter where I am. I follow the voices in my heart, I feel you're always here by my side. I know that you are glorious, glorious. I know that you are glorious. I'm all in this time, all in this time. On top of the world, let's save every moment. Nothing can break us apart, let us show. 춤을 너를 do whatever I like, because I have you right by my side. I know that you are. 이전엔 내가 아냐, 난 돌아가지 않아. 공허했었던 그 수많은 밤을 말이야. 아무도 없던 내게 따스히 다가와준 그 모든 의미를 난 잊지 않아. I might be reaching for the stars, but whenever I'm with you, doesn't matter where I am. I follow the voices in my heart, I feel you're always here by my side. I know that
There we go. Everything is posted, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Hey, Mom. Oh. Mom is thundering outside. I don't know if you would like to take the cats in? There we go. Don't know why I wasn't picking up before. But yeah, it's thundering outside. I don't know if we should take if the cats are in. Oh, it's fine. Okay. Also, hello, Casey. Welcome to the stream. You met a fursuiter. That's what I saw you say in the server. I am going to try and see if I can either sketch an outfit for this lady or line art her. Casey says, I ordered a head base out of TBU. Yeah, didn't you mention that last stream? Casey says, yes, that as well. I remember. Like, I know I want her to have, like, a big collar. Or something like that. Like, I want her to have an actual, like, spiked collar, and then also, like, you know, a collar outside of that. Like a coat. Casey says, my first part, I'm so excited. Yeah, as you should be. Question is how to tackle this. Do I go no logic and it just sticks out in front of her hair? Probably. Casey says, I've got any fur recommendations, any places. My hair bear does actually have pretty good ones. Just don't go for the wispy. Like, wispy is bad. Absolutely trash quality, I will say. But my hair bear should be within the UK, as far as I'm understanding. Otherwise, there is Stuff Human. They also have like pretty good quality long furs, short furs as well. Let's see. Cases says any places. I've had a lot of for places. Any websites? What was that again? Okay, I'll just send the thing. You know what? I'm gonna zoom in so you don't see like your body all the time. Let me just grab stuff. So there's this one, which is like in Germany. And then there's Mohair Bear. Here we go. This one. Not an ad. Oh god. There we go. It's just writing it in there as well, just so you have it.
Whispers in my head, what you gonna do? So take it, kid, 왠지 내 해 쉽잖아도 진실한 나만의 beliefs. You know what they say, don't brag about what you have. Be careful and be humble, otherwise you should be ready to stumble. You know what they say, 자신감이 없니? 왜 당당하게 살지를 못해? Keep walking your way, don't look back. 너만의 길이야.
Just tell me when the ad is over. I'm assuming it will sell. Yeah, it's done. Okay, she says, okay, ad is over. Yep, thank you. I sent you like 2 links. One is like for Stoffhumu, which is like in Germany, but the Mohair Bear one is within the UK. It's just like it in case of like whichever color you're going for, like they have different options, right? Like depending on the site that you're on. So I have a couple of options. Granted, like you would have to import it if it's like from Germany, because like yeah. It's gonna give her double up. Let's see here. Casey says, I'll do UK one, orange and blue and pink. Yeah, like it's just like depending on like the hue of color, like, you know, the colors that you want. Like if one has like a better one over the other. But that's entirely up to you. But yeah, like I thought maybe the UK one makes more sense for you. So I sent both. Both places have like good quality furs. Just again, avoid the wispy because it's not gonna have like dense fur by any means. And you want as many fur fibers as possible because they shed once you cut them. So just so you avoid like, you know, having next to no fur because, you know, you cut it and then yeah. Just for your own sake. Why is it always the Christmas song? Can it like stop doing that? Mutes it. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Eh. I'm not sure if I want to sit and like sketch. Who knows? Yaksha, hello, welcome to the stream. How are you? How are everyone in chat? Actually, it's since I had to like cancel last time's stream. Cases says, damn, why so expensive for 1 meter? I mean, 1 meter goes a long way. Like, I'm assuming you're not doing a full suit, right? Because I'm pretty sure there's like 140 centimeters for most of the furs. When it comes to like the other length. Yesha says doing great, just chilling. Oh, that sounds good. Glad to hear that. Shit. I'm considering what to do with this outfit. I know I wanted it spiky. That's about the extent of it. And big collar. Like both like jacket wise and collar. Casey says not full, partial. How much do I need for partial? Because I do want a pretty long tail. Like, it depends. Like, you gotta like break it up after all. The good thing about long fur is that you can hide a lot of like the seams because of the long fur. So you're not gonna really be able to see it. So you can make a little jigsaw out of it in order to like, you know, utilize the fur to the fullest. It's a different matter when it comes to short fur. Like, the shorter the fur, the harder it is to hide the seams. So even if you have a long tail, you can hide it pretty well with like what's it called? With the seams. Of course, if the like color changes, then people will know that there's a seam there, of course. That's a given. But otherwise, like, you should be fine. Like, it's just depending on like how thick it is as well. Like, what I would do is probably like make the pattern first and then order the fur afterwards. Try it out with like maybe a cheaper fabric. Let's see. Casey says, I'll do 2 meter for orange fur. Like, you could do that. I'm also just meaning, like, it would save you a lot of, like, hassle of, like, you know, using the fur, and then it's wrong. So it's, like, a good thing to, like, perhaps do a mock-up. Especially when you're new at it, it's a good idea to do a mock-up. This is not making sense. Let me just delete that. Because, like, a lot of the time, like, people do that as well with, like, the cosplays and stuff. They will do a mock-up of the cosplay in, like, a cheaper fabric, so they don't use the actual fabric that they need. So, yeah. And then you can also wait with ordering the fur, because the fur will be there and it's pretty close to you because it's within the UK. So it doesn't make sense to, like, you know, necessarily buy it right away if you haven't tried out, like, and figured out how much do you actually need. You also need to remember, like, the grain, of course, but, like, as I said, you can chop it up into, like, smaller pieces, like the pattern, just to make it fit onto the fabric so it can go with the grain of the hairs, right? Hope says, yeah, or just use cheap fabric. Lol. Just kidding, just kidding. Like, well, that's like the thing. Like, you can use cheap fabric for some cosplays as well. Like, if it's like the perfect fabric for it, like, you can just do it right away with the cheap fabric. Sometimes it just has the right color for it. If you're going for color accuracy rather than, like, you know, fabric accuracy. Not that you can tell what fabrics everything is, because, like, I don't know with, like, Maxi from Pokemon, like, is it raincoat material? I don't know. It looks like it. Casey says, I don't know. I don't mind about color accuracy. Yeah, like, again, it's up to you. Like, the way that you know, go about making your first fursuit and stuff. I just say like with color accuracy, like, you know, when you're cosplaying, like a lot of people just go for that. Not what I wanted. I don't know how to go about her outfit. Don't like that. Spike is no wrong. Let's see. Casey says I want medium quality fur so I can use cheap fur. Oh wait, no, you said also I just want a good quality fur for washing and all that. Wait, what do you want? Good quality or medium? Because like I don't know if there's necessarily a medium. Like most furs, like faux furs, are like, you know, pretty good quality, or it's bad quality. Like I feel like there's never any in between here. Like maybe once I've tried it where it was like so tedious to work with, because for some reason it just wouldn't cut the backlining, but the quality of the fur itself was like just gorgeous and fine. Like that, but like yeah, maybe that one is like, you know, a medium quality because it was just like horrible to work with. The amount of cutting was just bad. But I was also, you know, I bought like a mystery bag of furs to work with. But the color was just perfect for like the project that I had, so. Casey says, should I do bad quality, like not too expensive, not too cheap? Again, you could do mock-up tries with not fur at all. Like you can just do mock-up with like a cheap fabric, like that you can find without like it having fur fibers or anything, just so you can see that you can make a sleeve in the first place, because like that's the thing that you want to like first practice. Like, you know, have you sewn other things before? Like, does this make a good sleeve for me to like be able to wear during conventions, stuff like that? Like, can I move in it? Can I raise my arms above my head? Like, because making a sleeve can be so tedious. I've tried it, oh my god, so many times. 0 out of 10 when it comes to like some of these sleeves where it's just like I can't lift my head, like my arms above my head. It sucks. So I just have to like have my arms like down, no posing with arms up. Casey says, true. What's a sleeve, by the way? Brain fog. You know, a sleeve, like what you have on your arms. Because like some fursuiters, they make like partial fursuits where there's just like sleeves, which is like the arms, right? Casey says, oh yeah. It's all good. Casey says, I'm not doing sleeve. No, like it's just an example, right? Like in this case for you, it's like the hand paws and the tail as well. Like if anything, like that's probably what you need to like try out the most, because it's like the biggest one. So you find some cheap fabric, try it out, like building the tail, and then go from there. Like you can figure out like how much fabric you will need then with the tail. Casey says, I'm going to cover my neck, so I go cheap on head and expensive on everything else. My brain isn't braining. Why would you go cheap on the head? That's like the biggest part of like a fursuit. That's where everyone's gonna look. Casey says, I don't know. Again, the head is like the most integral part of a fursuit. But I mean, like, if you're already having the fur for the head, you might as well also use it for, like, the tail, if it's, like, the same color. You know, I'm not braining either, so let's just line art this one. Now I need to, like, remember how to do this. Well then, that's not what I wanted, but okay. We'll work with it. I dinged that. Oops. It's all good. I'll work with it. I'll work with anything that I do. Case it says tail is orange and blue, same as head. Yeah, then you might as well use the same fabric. It doesn't make sense to do the other thing. What I just mean is, like, you know, when you're making your tail, like, what I would do is make a mock-up of that. If you haven't done any of that sort of, like, making patterns before. A pattern for a tail can just be like a 2D, like, that you just draw the side view of it and that's it. You can do that. And I would suggest doing that, like, you know, do a mock-up of that and then, like, you cut out 2 pieces and then see if it actually works for you. That's that line I didn't like. But then again, like, if you're gonna make it into, like, a physical thing and see if, like, the shape is correct, then you can, like, you know, use some scrap fabric or something like that. Like, there's usually, like, websites that have, like, mystery fabrics or, like, super cheap fabric that you can use, because all you need is, like, to see if, like, the shape is the right shape for you. And if that's the case, then you can also see, like, just about how much you would need, because you would have, like, a paper pattern already, and then you can, like, measure that out, like, how much would you need for it. He says that's true. Oh my god, yes, of course. Yeah, because, like, I did that with, like, when I was making a cosplay with, like, making socks. I would just take some mock-up fabric and wrap it around my leg and cut it out so I could make, like, socks. It worked, but, like, you know, it's still, like, using the mock-up fabric in the first place. Here. Casey says, I don't know if I should use luxury faux fur. That is a good question. If we're going back to, I'm assuming you're on Mohair Bear, right? Let me just see. Faux fur, short, medium, long. You can just go long pile faux fur. Oh yeah, like, there's, like, different versions, I remember. Like, you don't need to go luxury per se, but, like, as long as it doesn't say like, shaggy, I think it is, because, like, I did buy, like, the shaggy red one once, and it's so thin. The same goes with, like, the term wispy. Wispy is also very thin. I think it was that, or did I buy the red wispy? Like, I think shag is actually okay now that I think about it, like, because I see some of them say color and then shag. Should be fine, because I have tried the purple, I think, as well. That one's actually really good quality, but it's just the wispy then. Like, just keep an eye out for the wispy, because they are not good. Let me see, what does it say here? Casey says, Longhua, Shaggy, Oki, any fur you recommend again? Shag. Yeah, that's... I don't know why they wrote that. Like, I know it's like a slang for something else, but that's actually like the word. I'll allow it. Hello, Lightfire. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Hold on. My voice is just... Whoa. Okay. Let's see. Casey says, any fur you recommend again? Oh my god, Automod thinks I'm being rude. It's a fabric. Yeah, it is a fabric. So I'll allow it because the context is we're talking about fabric and what type it is. But yeah, like the shag ones should be good when I'm looking at it. It's just wispy. I tried it once, never again. I would never buy it. Ever. Like, because I see the rainbow one, like that one, you can definitely see the texture. Like, the texture of that rainbow one is awful. Because it's the same as wispy. So just keep an eye on it. Because you can kind of see it in the texture. Casey says, by the way, Yuhiko said hi. Mobile data being dodgy for them. What was the, again, you're never buying? Wispy. I'll just write it, like, that one. Like, when it says wispy, it's a bad one. Because it's just, like, very, very thin, like, and cheap feeling. Like, it feels awful to the touch. And also, like, it's not dense at all. You can tell also from the pictures. Anything that looks similar to wispy, avoid. I'm having something in my throat. I don't know what's going on. Switch corner for that one. And this one. Casey says, "Okie, yep." At least from my experience, like I've never had like a good experience with those, with that fabric. Because also like usually the backing is so poorly made that it's hard to like cut it without it becoming like frayed. From my experience. So that's why I wouldn't suggest it to anyone. Just purely for that. Like that is like a no-go for me. Like if the backing is not gonna hold up, you're not gonna be able to have like a lasting fursuit head with it. Which I'm pretty sure you would like to have. Or tail for that matter, because like the tail is gonna take such a beating. Hilp says, I'll get a 2-meter shag fur orange. Oh my god, like, I'll allow it. Casey says, I want mine to last like a decade. Yeah, which it would if you're going with like a good quality one. Like, luxury, yeah, sure, like that one, it says it in the name. But there are also like, you know, other furs that work just as fine. I'm just worried about like the backing for like most furs. Like, most furs, they're good. But when it comes to, as I said, with the Wispy, that one's usually got like a very weirdly woven back. So it just doesn't like last for very long, and it frays when you cut it with like a box cutter, which is like what I use for like, you know, cutting fabrics, because using a scissor is a terrible choice. It's gonna cut through the fibers, and then you're gonna be able to see the seams just really easily. So don't do that. Usually I would kind of hold it up from the table or like the cutting board, have the box cutter in hand, and try and pull like with my second hand on the fabric, and then cut from the back into like the backing, and like, you know, go from there, just so you avoid cutting the fibers themselves, like the little strands of hair, because like you don't want to cut it and then find out like, oh, now it's just a straight line, and you're going to be able to see it, especially if it's like, you know, something that doesn't have a whole lot of seam allowance. Then you're going to see it. At that point, then you can't hide the seams, as I said before. So yeah, there's like people who talk about like the techniques and stuff like on the internet. It's easier to show than it is to like for me to tell. Let me see here. I'm allowing it. Casey says, 3 meter of shag fur. Twitch sent me a warning saying, "You sure you want to send that message?" I said, "Okay, I'm not." Blue. Casey says, "Damn, Twitch is a pain." Yeah, it is. But, you know, I can't exactly control that. But I'll just allow it, because like we're talking about furs, we're not talking about anything else. It's just what they're called, because it's still a descriptor of like the fur itself. They just like make it short for some reason and say shag fur. I don't know why. But that should be fine. Casey says, Automod, I'll call it faux. Yeah, faux fur. Like, just go with that. I get what you mean. I'm just like letting her today, because like my brain is not braining for making an outfit right now. It seems it's like you got the thing that you wanted to get down, and that's it. You don't really know where else to go now. And I'm like, okay, I guess I don't. Let me just do this, because that makes it a little easier, because then I can see the arms. And I can also adjust the thickness of it. Casey says, so I think 5 meter will be enough. That's way more than needed, I will say. If you're just making the tail, the hands, paws, and the head, like that's 3, like more than like 5 meters is like a lot when you think about it, especially like if it's like 140 centimeters the other way. So I feel like it's probably overkill what you're doing. Also, Liferay, you didn't answer how you were. Because I did say, like, welcome to the stream. Are you playing any interesting games? Casey says, to be honest, I want my tail to be half a meter. Wait, how long are my legs? I'm 6 feet. Measuring tape? You probably need a measuring tape to figure out like just how long you need it, because like I think I made the tail that you saw when I took a picture of like my bozoi. It was like a meter in length, but I'm also not very tall. Like I'm 168 centimeters tall, so it's like, oh yeah, like that's over half my length. Lightfire says back. Well, welcome back. I didn't know you went. Casey says, how long will my legs be? I don't know. Like, are you going to be on toes, like standing on toes, or are you going to be walking plantigrade, like, you know, feet on the ground, like fully on the ground? Because I'm not sure. Are you doing like feet paws at all? Lightfire says, my bad, my friend texted me. No worries. Like, don't you worry. Like, I was just like, welcome back then. Casey says, I can use the Apple measuring app. Oh, I'll do 2 meter then. Or 3 meter. Oh my god, ads. Not now ads. How dare you, Twitch. Twitch, you smell. Oh. Smelly. But nothing to apologize. I was just like, curious. And for context, my mom is fine. It's just like I had to make sure that she wasn't in pain. Got her checked out. She's good. Nah. And then do this. Welcome back, Casey. My mom's saying very. Well, gotta make sure you're not in pain. Kind of important. Casey says, by the way, fur is over 300 pounds, lol, in total right now. Yes, fur is like very expensive. It's like, people forget how expensive that fabric is when they're like seeing like the prices of like fursuit makers, and it's just like, yeah, the material alone is like this much. What do you expect of them? Of course they're gonna have to take, you know, for the material and also their work hours. Neither of those things are like, you know, just gonna go away. Once they've been commissioned. Let's see. Casey says, for 5 meters, 50 quid for 1 meter. 1 meter squared. I feel like they should charge more, not gonna lie. The fursuit makers or like the fur itself? I'm not sure. I'm assuming like fursuit makers. Like usually they have like they should charge more, but it's like, you know, supply and demand. Yada yada, all that. Because I forget, like, does mohair, like, I'm pretty sure that they write whether or not it's how long the thing is. Yeah, like what I'm just looking at like Rainbow Lux, for example. It says like width is like 150 centimeters. So when you're then buying a meter, it's like 1 meter, and then in one length, and then the other length is 150. So keep that in mind as well. Like, you're not just getting a meter times a meter in size. Like, that depends on like which fabric you're doing. Let's see here. Casey says, feel like they should charge more, not gonna lie. They don't deserve hate for the high price. Yeah, no, like, I never said that about, like, fursuit makers. They should charge what they need in order to, like, keep the business going. Because would rather have them, like, keep going and making more fursuits to, like, add into the community. Because we would like to have more than just, like, this, like, the main ones or, like, the big ones that have made it, right? Like, we want more different variety and stuff, like, to choose between. So yeah, like, they definitely should charge more, but at the same time, I get it, like, you haven't made a brand or name for yourself, which I hate, like, having to, like, that kind of talk, but, you know, it's a lot about that nowadays with, like, have you established your brand, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't care, like, I just draw. What do you mean a brand? I'm not here to make a brand. I'm here to, like, do art. And let me just add. And then switch corner for this. Yeah. Because then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cheat and do this. So I can make a little corner like that. And then I can, like, thicken that. But then, like, make it thinner here. Yeah. Let me see what people have been writing. Lightfire says, by the way, I'm finally done school for summer. Congratulations! Yeah! Now you have free time to do whatever you want. Casey says, first to make us, yeah, of course. Also, I don't trust many people because of the scammers and so... Oh, AI, that's the main reason. Only thing I'm commissioning is the 3D printed base and the iMesh. Yay, enjoy your free time with no school. Enjoy it. Because, like, yeah, I understand, like, it's hard nowadays to, like, tell, but, like, that's, like, the unfortunate part, like, new makers are having a hard time because of that, and it sucks. I suppose I can do something like this. Huh? What do you... Oh, silly me. That line didn't even have a... anything. I was a little confused why it didn't work. Like, where's the thing? Okay, it's not there. Casey says boobs? Well, yeah, she has boobs. That is no secret. This is the sister of Lauren's. She has to have boobs. I mean, I could go without boobs, I suppose, but... that'd be a little weird. She is a mammal. It's a different thing with, like, my birds that I make, because I'm like, nah, they don't need boobs. They don't feast on milk. Casey says a transgender mammal. Like, the thing about it is that Lawrence has, like, two sisters. Like, this is Aoi that I'm working on currently. How she looks right here. And then there's Rio, the other sister, so the middle sister. Lightberry says, wait, be right back. Yeah, you take your time. Casey says, oh my god, Slay. Thank you. I had fun drawing them. Lawrence is here as well. I want to like finish his reference sheet at some point. I'm not sure about his outfit. This might be like just a casual outfit that he has. Casey says, oh my god, yeah, I went to Pride today. That's how I met the fursuiters. Yeah, it is the month for it. I feel bad for people who are going out doing Pride stuff in Europe. I'm like, oh, it's so hot out though. We're setting new records in Denmark. My boyfriend just told me this today. I'm like, oh, oof. Oofy ouchie. Let me see here. Casey says, and I walked it again like the other Pride, and we were touching the biggest Pride flag in the UK, 50 meters long. Oh, I don't need 5 meters of fur. That's so long. Yes, 5 meters of fur is a lot of fur. That's why I'm like, I don't think that is like more in line with like you needing to make a full suit rather than like a partial. So that's why I'm like a little confused why you needed so much fur. Casey says, wait, actually, well, extra fur for full suit. Yeah, if you want to, like, have a full suit at some point, yes, like, then it makes sense. But if you're just thinking of having a partial and that's it, you don't want to do any more than that, then yeah, like, I don't see why you would go that far. He says, to be honest, I want a full in the future. Thank you for saving my money. Anytime. I'm just saying, like, you know, that's far too much, like, for a partial. Even if you want a big tail, the kind of tail that you want is not necessarily like, you know, a floor dragger tail. So it didn't make sense to me. Don't put yourself through that pain of like sitting there with like 5 meters of fur, and you're like, oh, I don't need all this. Like I'm stuck with 3 meters of fur that I don't need for anything right now. That's just an approximate, by the way. Like I don't know how much you specifically need. Because again, I'm not in charge of the project, but like 5 meters is way too much. I can say that much at least without like even knowing exactly what you're gonna do. Zoom enhance. Casey says, my wallet can finally breathe, Lema. I want to go over due to me being secure with fur. How is 3 meters of fur? 3 meters of fur is like a good amount for you to be able to also make mistakes. So you have like a little bit of like give in case that anything happens. Like, for example, what I said earlier with like cutting the fur, and then you realize, oh shoot, I cut the fur so that now I have a straight line with the fur fibers themselves. I need to do it again. Because that can happen. And has happened to people. So I'm just saying. 3 meters is a good number. He says, yeah, I'll do 3. Yeah. Good choice. Slowly. She shall be a thing. Casey says, I'll order 5 meters just for the full suit. Lol. Who is going to tape me up? Oh, I don't know. Like, you can probably find friends with, like, what's it called, at conventions and stuff. Like, people do that all the time, like, as long as you bring, like, the material needed, which is, like, you know, duct tape, maybe a little rope or something, like, in between, or a skin-safe scissor. Anything to cover your body as well, like, that you're, like, okay with being cut with a scissor, just in case that it does, because that will happen. Been there, done that. And usually you can get away with, like, not having to do the whole body necessarily. Like, if you want to just do it symmetrical, you could do that. But, you know, most people do a full body duct tape dummy. No, I didn't want it there. Annoying. What happened? That's not what I wanted. How do I delete? Okay, there we go. No, didn't want that. Let me see here. Casey says, yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, one of the fursuiters had a sip on their head. Now I'm thinking, should I use a sip on the back? Seems smart, not gonna lie. Yeah, because, like, what you have underneath is like a balaclava, like, because you don't want your hair to get stuck in the zipper. So a zipper would be good. There's other options as well. Like, I'm pretty sure there's, like, some people who, what's it called? They just have, like, a big neck piece that they can slip in and out of. It's up to you, really. Like, I think there's also, like, you know, some people who use, what's it called again? Like, bicycle helmet-ish thing inside of it. Like, not a full thing, but more so, like, just the frame of, like, a bicycle helmet, like, with the one within that holds onto your head, because I have that in my fursuit head. So it really depends. Like, there's multiple options to do that. Casey says, oh my god, one of the photos with the fursuiters is adorable. I didn't notice at the time, but there was a fursuit behind me. Well, they just wanted to be in the photo as well. I took a photo with them, of course. Well, I didn't notice till I got home. Yeah, to be honest, I did order a strap for the 3D base. A really simple elastic strap. I mean, elastic strap is like a good option, but like I would probably not use an elastic strap because like it is able to just get loose over time. And you don't want that with your fursuit head. It's a different thing with like a nylon strap, because like that one will not loosen over time. Like you will have a buckle that you can tighten and stuff. Like that is like a better option for something like that. Because again, elastic bands kind of just let go after a bit. Casey says, yeah, but I can also replace it. You don't really want to like go back into the head all the time to like have to fix little things like that. Like, I'm pretty sure you would rather want it to like last for as long as possible before you need to repair it again. Cases, that's true. Yeah. Like, so it's better to like do a robust solution rather than like one that is easy enough to repair, but like, are you gonna do it? Like, be honest with yourself. Are you gonna want to do that? If it's like after every convention you kind of have to do it because you've been wearing it for like 4 hours straight or something. Not that I'm saying that you're gonna do that every time that you wear it, but if you wear it a lot during the convention, it's gonna need a lot of repair then because of like the elastic band not lasting. Casey says, yeah, I'll have a lot of breaks. Yeah, like, I assumed as much that you're gonna have breaks, but like, it doesn't change the fact that you might be enthused and you might want to like wear it a lot, like the first few times, and if you get addicted to it, like some people do, they wear it for like hours upon hours, like, or like throughout the entirety of the convention. So it's just about like, you know, the longevity of it, or like, you know, thinking in advance, like what are you actually gonna end up doing? Casey says, I probably will, knowing me. Exactly. Like, think about what you will actually be doing. Like, be honest with yourself. What are you actually gonna do? Because like, I can see you getting excited about it, wear it a lot, and then like by the end of the convention, you're gonna have to like replace it once you get back, so it's like ready for the next one that you go to. Which is not a bad thing. It's just like the problem is you will have to maintain it so much. Save yourself the headache and do something a little more robust. Casey says, I can secure the strap so it can last a long time. Wait, I have to replace it every con. Yeah, that's like the thing, right? Like, because it's... No, when it's a nylon strap, it's not elastic. I'm talking about like the elastic part in an elastic band. Like that's the thing that will give out first. Meanwhile, a nylon strap will not in the same way. Because it's not giving, it's not like a rubber, which is like a natural product, right? Casey says, oh, yeah, like a nylon strap will not need to be replaced every single con, like it's more robust. It's just the rubber within the elastic band. Casey says, why did I order that strap now? I don't know. Like, some people use it when they make fursuits and stuff, but like, it just doesn't last, like, because you probably notice it as well if you're like, you know, wearing underwear with elastic straps. Like, the things that are gonna give way first is the elastic part, like the rubber. Because like, it comes out, like, it sticks out of like the fabric. You notice it and you're just sitting there like, oh, there it is. There, it's right there. It snapped. Great. Let's see here. Casey says, actually it's not rubber, it's just fabric. Stretchy fabric. Yes, but what do you think makes it stretchy? What is woven between them? Yeah, like the elastic is in it. Like if you're looking at like the what it's made of, is most likely like polyester and elastic. And elastic is like the rubber, like that will give out. So that's something to like take into consideration. Like it might just be a fabric, but what is the fabric made out of? Shoop, shoop. It says I'll just make a nylon strap then. Yes, like nylon straps are usually like really like lasting for a while. There's also leather as an option, like that also lasts quite a while, but that also needs maintenance in the sense of like it is still a natural product. It is skin, so you'll have to like, you know, upkeep that. Like nothing lasts forever, that's for sure, but you might as well pick something that lasts longer than elastic band. Cases says I wasted a tenner. Actually, no, 15 quid. I mean, like, you can use the elastic band for something else, most likely. It's just, I wouldn't use it for something where you're strapping it to your head. Because that is still, like, you know, a lot of stress for it. I would maybe use it for something like, sleeves, if you do make sleeves in the future, if you do want to, like, make a full suit. Because, like, for sleeves, then you can have, like, a little elastic band between the two sleeves, so you can like slip them on like a shawl or like a little coat before putting on the full suit. Because like a lot of the time, like when you make a full suit, like you make them into parts rather than like a full thing, like because it's just easier to clean by the end of the day. But there it would be like a smart thing to use like elastic band, because I've done that before, because like it's just meant to like kind of keep it up, help keep it up, and then you kind of know which way to like put it on as well. So it's not like a waste, because you can just save it for later. The chill guy, welcome to the stream. How you doing? You've been summoned. Casey also says hello. I promise you I'll fix this. I did this with Stefan. It just looks like a mess for now. Zip. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Casey says I've summoned you from I don't know where, the Chippy. The Chippy? The chill guy says it's 6:15 a.m. for me. Oh god, it's early. Sorry about that. It's just because I had to like cancel the other one, and I didn't want to cancel this one too. I don't know how I will fare when it comes to Tuesday. We'll see about that. Mercenary Wolf, hello and welcome to the stream. What would you like me to call you by? Like, should I call you Wolf or Mercenary? Or like a different name entirely, and pronouns? We're just talking, like chit-chatting over here. Casey says, want some fish and chips? Nyland, where do I get that? fabric stores have like nylon straps. It's not that hard to come by, I will say. Go with like a good width for your head, because like it's the wider it is, like the less pressure you're gonna have like on one slim part. So I would suggest at least like 5 centimeters, like 2 inches in width would be a good choice. Also, it's like a pretty standard width for like straps like that. The chill guy says, I'm wide awake. Well, good morning to you. Casey says, oh my god, 180, that's such a much more better price for fur. So I just go nylon straps on Etsy. You can go on Etsy. I'm sure there's like, you know, other places as well that are like more local to you. Like, I don't know what type of fabric stores you have, because like we have like something called like 2000, like Stuff 2000, and that's like a Danish-ish, I think either Danish or Swedish, like fabric store. I don't remember quite, but they tend to have like pretty cheap stuff with nylon straps. I'm sure you'll find something like that fits your needs. And if you want, like, I would suggest getting buckles for it, just so you don't have to measure out and then like figure out that you measured it too short. Because then you can like adjust the width as well, like once you put it on. Then it's like you can just pull it and make it like slimmer for your head, or wider if you feel the need to, like if you give yourself like that kind of give within there. Casey says, can I rip out a seat belt out of a car and use that? Lamo, I'm joking. Yeah, of course. I mean, like, I'm sure that you can buy replacement seat belts, but like it would just be cheaper for you to like get the nylon straps, because they're pretty cheap, like by the meter. Sometimes you can even like buy a whole roll if you need. Let me see here. Mercenary Wolf says, well, sometimes I go by Mercenary Kuro. You can just call me Kuro if you want. I shall try and remember that. Kuro. So, what brings you here? Like, I'm just curious. Like, whenever new people come in, I'm like curious how they got here. I'm assuming like YouTube probably recommended or something like that. They're still trying to suss me out, like what exactly I am. Also, our streams are not like, well, my stream is not gonna be like high energy anything. Like, we're just here to craft. Just so you know. It's also why we're like talking about like fur fabrics and stuff like that. Been working a little bit with both, like digital art and making plushies and fursuits. Jack of all trades kind of thing. It's also just fun. Trying new things out. Casey says, oh my god, if I had a seatbelt and the seatbelt saying, and when I don't have it plugged in, my fursuit beeps at me. That would be kind of funny. Like, you gotta strap in, like, keep yourself safe. Chill Guy says, don't worry, because if I want to watch Australia play against Egypt, I have to wake up at 3:59. It starts at 4 on the 4th of July. Ah. That is very early. Yeah, I've heard some people that have to like get up super early in order to watch the match that they're like interested in, and I'm just over here like, I don't watch football, but I get it. Like if I was like, you know, very interested in some sort of sports or something, like I would probably end up doing the same thing. If like, yeah, this is the team I care for, I will get up at that time. Have a bit of me time, a little bit of a treat for myself. Have fun. But yeah, oof, that's very early. Time zones. Ugh. Casey says, how I found you was me searching furry on Twitch. I want furry friends. Aww. I mean, I suppose that makes sense. Like, there is like a whole tag for just furry, I suppose. I do use the tag, after all, because, like, that's what I am, so it just makes sense that I tag myself as that so people can find me if they want to, like, support more furry streamers and whatnot. Let me see here. Casey says, oh my god, first stream when? That would be a question of, like, could I even, like, manage to be in a fursuit for that long? And could I even see anything? Because the way that I see through Ace's head is oftentimes more so through his eyebrows than his actual eyes. Which is kind of funny. Chill Guy says, I found you on YouTube. Yeah, like YouTube does recommend me to people, like, see what sticks, like, and for some people it does stick, like, that they're like, oh yeah, like, I'll come back for this random guy in Europe. Which I'm glad, like, I always appreciate it. I'm like sitting over here like, I'm just doing a thing, and then here we go. I still want to, like, make some videos. Like, I just keep, like, getting nervous about it. I should stop being nervous and just do it. Easier said than done, of course. Because that's a whole new skill of, like, learning how to video edit. That'll be fun. I'm gonna see if I can, like, do some in July, maybe. Let me see here. Casey says, could be a mini fursuit stream. Oh my god, your eyebrows see-through. Yes, the eyebrows are see-through, actually, on that suit. Why? I don't know. It's not what I expected. Because I just bought it and I was like, you know what? I like this. I like the design. And then when I wear it, I'm like, wait, I can see through the eyebrows. How come? Not a complaint, it's like an extra, like, you know, hole for me to look out of, but just surprising. Casey says, damn, I want to see now. I'm pretty sure it's... I'm not sure if it's actually visible in the photo I have. Maybe you can see it? Like, right here, this is actually mesh. Like, right here. These two eyebrows. So I can see through the eyes, of course. But I can also see through here. Like, these little parts. Because, like, you can kind of see there's a shadow on it. So yeah, that's kind of like the fun part of it. Oh my god, yeah, those glasses so represent your... Yep. My very crooked glasses. I need to find a better way of, like, attaching them. But yeah, like, I like the glasses being on there, because I thought it was, like, neat. It adds to the design. Because, like, it's not often that the fursuits, they come with glasses. Like, the ones that I see around, like, they don't have glasses, like, for the most part. And I'm just sitting here like, but I like glasses. They look cool. That's why I make so many characters with glasses. Represent. We all have bad eyesight. Or I have bad eyesight, and therefore I want to see more people with bad eyesight, because represent. Even, like, my angel dude that y'all love so much has glasses. Casey says, oh my god, is that my future fursuit in the background? I see the exact colors of my Sona, orange and blue. Oh, do you? Let me just see. Oh, this? Maybe. And I see the hand of Sebastian, my boyfriend's fursuit. Just a hand. All you need. Casey says, I have good eyesight, I just need hearing aids. Yeah, add that to your fursuit. Put hearing aids on. That would be kind of cool. Like, little representation of that too. Just need for this part, and then that should be all the line art? And then I can start, like, fixing them. Zoop. Let's just use, like, this. This does make it easier on my life. Let me see here. Casey says, I want a mic in my fursuit and speakers on the outside so I'm not muffled. Yeah, I was thinking of that myself, like with, if I ever made like a fursuit of Clark, my other persona, I would want that and like a little screen, like for me to like see what's happening in front of me, because like he is a little taller than I am, so I wanted to like make his head on top of my head, so my head is in the neck. But we'll see if I ever do that. Kuro says, I'm glad that I finally have the free time to watch your live stream. Oh? Wait, you've been in here before? Like, now I'm curious. But I'm glad that you made it. I do try and like stream on different times to like, you know, try and cater to different people like at different times of day, but it is hard to like choose, because like I also don't want it to be so wonky a time for me that it's like, oh, I'm awake till like 4 in the morning in order to cater. Like, nah, let's be realistic here. Casey says, that would be cool, not gonna lie. Yeah. Kura says, interesting to see a fursuit with glasses. Is it? I mean, like, I guess, because, like, it is fun. Like, it's also, like, you know, because of the fact that his head is small enough that I could put a pair of, like, glasses on there that fits a human. Because it's actually from a cosplay, and I was like, you know what? I don't need this for the cosplay anymore, because I have a different set. So I essentially repurposed it in order to like put it onto this one instead, but it fits pretty much like spot on. I just like it better. Like, I wish it would have glass in them, but that's like a different matter. Like, it's fine that it doesn't have any glass in it. Like, it gives the idea, like, even just having like the frames there, because it is for a cosplay, so that's why they don't have it in there, which I'm like, it's a little silly, because like you would be able to see that even on photos if you're taking cosplay photos. But you know. Let me see here. Casey says, me playing music through my ears. Your Bluetooth ears are connected to your phone. Where platform heals, you look emo. I'm joking. I look emo? What? I'm supposed to be wearing Lolita outfit. What are you talking about? Like, this is my Lolita outfit. Casey says I'm in a very jokey mood today. I don't know why. I'm just excited. Which, fair enough. Be excited. I don't see why not. But yeah, like, it was fun, like, you know, putting glasses on him. Like, it just adds a little more to his character. Also because, like, I decided his character would have glasses in the first place, because I'm like, most of my Sonas do. If not all of them. No, Clark doesn't wear any glasses. He has, like, perfect vision, because he's water. But even Death is, like, wearing glasses, like, has bad vision. Kura says I gave you a clue. The only thing I have to mention is pin banners. Oh, right. You just wrote to me. But hey, you made it to a stream. It was during the weekend, so it made a little more sense. So you found me through conventions. I know that now. Casey says, how can you see through water? No, I'm actually deaf. I'm not joking. When I was talking to the fursuiters, I didn't understand a word. Yeah, like, I wasn't saying that you weren't speaking the truth here. I was just more so like, I think what I would do with, like, making a fursuit where there's, like, speakers and stuff, I would put the speaker in the mouth. And then, like, have, like, a microphone that's, like, strapped to the neck, because that is a thing that exists where, I think it's, like, military purposes that they have it, so that they can speak very low in order to, like, you know, transmit their stuff. But they're not that expensive, those little neck microphones, so you can speak out of that. I was looking into it, because I thought it would be, like, really fun to, like, you know, do something where it's, like, a little more technical. So having, like, the speaker in the mouth, then maybe, like, microphones in the ears, so people can speak into the ear of the fursuit, and then it gets transmitted to, like, Bluetooth headphones or something that you have in your ears. I thought it would be, like, fun that way, but, you know, it would be a lot of work, I will say. Like, I had a thought process, but money, time, advice against making your own fursuit for your persona, stuff like that, and also, yeah, it's just a lot. When I'm also not a electronic savvy person in the first place, I'm like, I'm sure that I'm gonna mess up something along the way, and how am I gonna clean that? Like, how am I gonna clean the fursuit if it's, like, filled with electronics? Good question. I would not know. Casey says, to be honest, there were loud music in the background. Smart. To be honest, I feel like the atmosphere would be lost. Atmosphere of what would be lost? Sorry. Delays and whatnot, and me yapping. For a bit. Casey says, have a good IP rating on electronics, like the con and the craziness of furries. I mean, most conventions are not crazy, I would say. Like, it is pretty chill for the most part. Unless you go to room parties, I suppose. Which I don't. Like, been invited, been there a few times. I only go to, like, room parties that are pretty chill. But, you know. Casey says, to be honest, my first con, I'm wearing my fursuit and platform heels. Yeah, go for it. Though platform heels might be a little much, like if you're walking around all day. Like I don't think there's like too much seating option. But I don't know how Confuzzle has it nowadays. Okay, I'm just gonna like start fixing some of them so that it doesn't look like such a mess. Okay, I needed to switch that one. Let's fix her up so that she's not having like weird line art that doesn't follow along with anything. Let me see. Casey says I would like to go to a room party, but if it gets freaky, I'm leaving. Fair. Like you don't have to like stick around for anyone. Like if you're uncomfortable, you're uncomfortable. Go, just go. If they're forcing you to stay, like call staff. Like get staff on that because like that is not okay. Because usually staff would take your side of like, you know, let them leave and stuff, right? Not that I think that that's gonna happen. Most people are very understanding. Like if something is like too much for you, like they will just let you leave. Like they might be more concerned, if anything. Like they might ask you, like, "Are you okay? Like, do you need anything? Can we help?" Like most people are very nice that way. Let me see here. Casey says, I'm going to a con in Scotland, cheaper than Confuzzle by a lot, like £100 for 4 days, not including hotel, room, service, help me, lol. Yes, of course. I didn't mean necessarily like the hotel staff, like, of course, like the hotel staff would also help, but I'm just meaning more so like convention staff would also, like, you know, like to know these things. Just because like they don't want like people coming to the convention who do things that are like, you know, non-consensual, stuff like that, like, you know, making other people uncomfortable or like keeping them hostage, essentially. Like why would they want to like keep people around like that? They don't. So yeah, that's why I mean, like, you know, take it up with staff as well. Like once you're safe and stuff, like just mention it to them. Like if you know the badge number and like the name of the person, then you can mention that to them if there's ever any like problem like that. Let me see. Casey says here, of course. So my plan is Scottish con, then Confuzzled, or switch it around. For now, I'll go to my local meet regularly. Yeah, for now, just do that. I know that there was like the con in Scotland. I've never. I think it's Scotia Con, right? That you're talking about? Because like I've considered going there once, but like I've not gone around to it. Like I hear good things about it. That's for sure. Casey says my city Furmead is actually pretty big. Yeah, like I didn't doubt that. Like it's probably bigger than the Danish one because like the Danish one is like, you know, the Danish one. There's not a whole heck of a lot of furries in the first place. At least not like a bunch or anything like that. Fixing them eyes. Let me see here. Casey says Birmingham Furmead, of course, home of Confuzzled. Yeah, that makes sense. Like that, there would be a lot of people there. Because like, even if like the Furmead in Denmark is in Copenhagen, that doesn't change the fact that we only have like a small furry convention in Jylland, which is called like Furtastic. It's very nice. It's never gonna be big because they just choose to not make it big. It's like 100 people at most, which is like a good number if you want to like just have like something a little smaller, a little more intimate. You get to know people a little better. You have a chance to talk with everyone like within that time frame. Like, it's nice that way. Like, I've been there once and it was very nice and pleasant an experience. But yeah, like it depends on like what people are looking for, right? Like what type of like convention they want to go to. If they want like a lot of hustle and bustle, then I guess like, you know, Confuzzled or NFC and Euroferns are like more so the choices in Europe, just because there's like so many people to talk with and get to know. But that's not for everyone. Some people just like it very, very small. Let me see. Casey says I could go there if you go. Lol, I'ma meet you at a con sometime. Maybe. Depends. Because like, it might depend as well on like, you know, if I'm going and if I'm in suit or if I'm even like around the convention, because sometimes I'm just like with friends instead. Also, hello Bloxy Hunter. Welcome to the stream. Wait, yo son? What do you mean son? What does that mean? I am a son, but my mom is already in chat. What? Casey says, meet you at dealers then, they'll take my money. I actually don't really sell at conventions anymore, because like I stepped back from that. I have a friend, well, I'm working with a person now who is a friend, and she's selling for me now at conventions. Though I might even be there. That might be the case. Like, it's not a never will I ever be behind the dealer's den table anymore. It's more so like if she's there and I'm there, I might as well, like, you know, help out, because like it is my merchandise, so I should help, you know, with things. But, you know, I'm not telling her that I have to help per se, but it's just like I'm offering her some help because I know that it's a lot of work. And it's nice to have an extra pair of pants. Also, Bloxy Hunter, what would you like me to call you? If you want me to call you Hunter or Bloxy or some other name. Let me see here. Casey says, oh god, I can't do dealers then. I'll spend 1k, no joke. I'll end up buying a pre-made. That might be a case if you're fast enough, because like those things tend to go fast as well. Depending, of course. Like some designs are a little more like you need to find just the right person. Also, Bloxy Hunter says, hello, is that your OC? The one I'm speaking through is my persona. I made the avatar myself. His name is Nathaniel. He's one of my many personas. But again, do feel free to, like, you know, mention what you would like me to call you if you prefer Hunter over Bloxy or Bloxy over Hunter or a third name. Because I'm calling Hilp Casey because that's what she would prefer. So I'm doing that. Casey says, I would imagine, to be honest, that when I see a pre-made, I'm buying. I don't know if you would buy it if it's not, like, you know, vibing with you, right? Like, that's like the thing. You gotta vibe with it, like that it's just, this is you. Otherwise, it's a very poor choice of just buying anything. Blacksy Hunter says, and please ignore my username. Userman is cringe as fuck. Okay, but what would you like me to call you? Casey says, so as long it looks good and it's not 2K. Yeah, you can find pretty good pre-mades in Dealer's Den that are in that price range. Especially if there's like new makers who make like pre-made suits or like fursuits and they put it up on sale there. It's common to see. And they're probably not like going to be like super expensive because of the fact that they're new and getting their footing essentially. You can call me Legion and I am a Krita user. Ah, I'll call you Legion then. I'll do my best to remember to call you Legion. If I ever do call you by your username, just correct me and I'll wear back in to like the correct name. I do my best to like do mental notes of like people's names. But Krita, I tried Krita, I just couldn't get behind it. I know it's an open source and it's free, like it's fantastic for what it is. I just have like a issue with it because like I can't with like the transform tool not doing what I wanted to. Like I don't have free transform. I don't know how to get it. I think it's like you can free transform, but you need to like go in like right click and find like the right menu, and I'm just sitting there like, why is that not like just a shortcut for it? Like it's such a common tool. Why would you not just shortcut it? But again, very good program for being an open source free thing that you can just download and get going. Let me see here. Casey says, true, we got a vibe, have a good connection, and go on a date with the suit. Yeah, you know, you date that suit. Take it out first, like for dinner, before you wear it. Like, that's just common sense. Casey says, same, I use Krita. Legion says, my twin is just like me. Casey says, lame for real. Casey says, of course. Legion says, man, grayscaling is so hard, man. Grayscaling? What is grayscaling? Is it the hues that you're just doing in like gray tone? Like, oh right, I'm doing that. Okay, I forgot that I was using a specific tool. Whoops. I'm just gonna like break all these. Break their arms. Break their arms. Make them pointy. Except that one. That one can say. Casey says, we gotta buy the suit, an engagement ring, and get married and have children. Okay, I took it too far. Yeah, I'm sure someone out there has done it. But I don't want to see you doing it. Legion says, like, when you gray tone your artwork for values. Oh, I've done that before. It's not too bad. I'll just grab one reference sheet or something. Like, I did do it with one of my guys. Like, I'm just taking one example out. Hold on. Because, like, I did it with Starburst here. I put Willow on screen because, like, she's gonna be like an example as to like what not to do. But here you go. Like, I did a grayscale with this. It just needs to load. I just put a layer on top of like the colors that I had, and then because Clip Studio has like a good feature of like making everything beneath that layer the same hue, it allowed me to see like the values between like the different colors, so that if it wasn't black and white, like you would still be able to tell what the character looks like. It made it easier that way to like then adjust and see how it goes. Let me see here. Casey said, wait, what? Have children with a fursuit? What the fuck? Crazy world we live in. No. I'm sure that someone has like married their fursuit or something out there. Lychee says, I guess Casey is going too far to chill, son. A little bit. But back to this thing with the grayscaling. Lychee says, ahem, son, chill with those artwork. What do you mean? I just have a lot of artwork that is like backlog and stuff. But yeah, like just make like a layer or something that forces all the colors beneath to be like grayscale. Like try the different colors that you put in like first, then you can just adjust it afterwards. Because like I'm gonna have to do it with this one at some point. Like I'll just take like make a layer. Oh no, that's not what I want. And then I say hue. Where did it go? It was here some point. There we go. As you can see with this one, it's a little bit of a problem with her hues because like some of them are very similar. Like you can tell the difference when the color is there, but once it's not, the hue between like her skirt and like the different like little reds that she had in between like the frill parts of the skirt, it's just lost. And the same goes with like this hue up here is very similar to one another, that it makes it hard to tell the difference between her hair and like the inside of her ear. So it's not too hard, it's just about like, you know, try something out, then you can just adjust it afterwards. Like especially if you do the same thing as I do, where it's like how do I show? I have like different layers for each and every color, so you can change the color. I can show it with this one, like if I remove this for a second, like I can just say, okay, like I want his main color to be a light blue instead. And then I do that and just change it immediately. Like fill in like the entire layer with just the color, because like I use masks instead, so it makes it a little easier to just adjust the color whenever I feel like it. I would suggest doing that. Okay, let me see what everyone is writing. Casey says, for Lama for real, bro has 500 hours on Clip Paint. Is it Clip Paint? I forgot. Yes, it is. It is Studio Paint. I definitely have 5,000 hours in it. I'm sure of it. Because just by looking in this one's canvas, it's like 8 hours and 32 minutes. Just in this one. And that's like only when I'm like doing things on the canvas. Legion says, as a new artist, a drawing tablet is too hard to use. Too hard to use? I mean, I guess if you're not used to it, you will get used to it over time. It's just gonna take that little bit of a curve, like it has. Casey says, for real, I love pencil and paper. I did too. Like I started with pencil and paper myself. I can still do it. I still do it from time to time where I paint as well, like with acrylic paint. On canvas or like on other things that I feel like, okay, you know what, I'll paint on paper just because I can. It's a good way to like learn to like control of your hands. Legion says, Mark Brunta says, I'm currently tracing artworks for now. Yeah, like a lot of people start with tracing. It is a good way of learning, but you can just never say that this is like fully your thing, like your idea and stuff. But as long as you give credit where credit is due, it should be fine. You can go right for it to like learn a few things and like techniques. Casey says, I sketched an artwork with my computer mouse and it looked so good. Yeah, you can do that. Like, I don't see why not. I do that right now. Like, I'm using a mouse for this, for making the line art and whatnot here. It's not impossible by any means. Let me see here. I need to catch up. Legion says, I started 1 week ago. 1 week ago? That's fresh. Like, absolutely new at it. And that's fine. Like, we all start somewhere. Like, I've been doing this since I was a kid. So, I don't blame anyone for, like, you know, when they're starting out, that you're tracing and stuff like that. Like, yeah, a lot of people say that's bad, but you gotta start somewhere, and then you can move away from it when you're feeling a little more comfortable. It's not a bad thing to, like, learn from it. If you're not feeling like you're learning from it, then just stop tracing and, like, try and do something from the mind. Casey says, however, always ask the artist. I mean, yeah, like, it's a good thing to ask for permission, but if you're just doing it privately, like, I don't see an issue with it. Like, if you're not trying to, like, chase anything, like, using them for clout or anything like that. If you're just doing it for, like, that kind of purpose, like, a lot of people do that, where they're just doing it privately. They don't share it with anyone, other than, like, their close friends being like, yeah, I'm trying to learn, like, how to draw. And this is where I've gotten, like, do you have any tips if their friend is, like, a artist as well? Then it's like, do you have any tips for me to, like, you know, further my art skills? It's not a bad thing, like, to do. Legion says, did she? I don't think I understand that. Like, I'm also a little behind. Whoops. Casey says, also advice for furry art: if you have pets, take IRL photos and sketch them. Yeah, it's a good idea to get the anatomy down. Legion says, I'm currently tracing because that's a tip my Mr. Brunette and Sam. Fair? Like, it is a tip. Like, some people do use it. So, I mean, like, again, like, it makes sense. Let me see. Legion says, I don't post those traced artwork, don't worry, I just use for practice. Even if I do, I'll give credit. Yeah, like, that's what I mean. Like, usually people are not mad because, like, when you do give credit, because, like, you're learning, like, you can also just state that, like, I'm using this as a practice to learn, and then you also give credit. That's great. Can't really fault you for that. Like, you've stated up front then that this is not your work, like, other than, like, you learning and tracing after it, and that's not a bad thing. As long as you're being honest, I think it should be fine. Because again, we all start somewhere, and then it's not the same place that we all start from. Like, some people just have, like, a better spatial awareness and, like, an eye for, like, composition and stuff, and you can learn it. It's just, like, you know, if you start out with more than, like, of an eye for it, like, then of course it's going to be easier, but it's not impossible to learn. Same goes with, like, color choice and stuff, right? Like, you can learn, like, what looks good, like, you know, what's it called, like, complementary colors and stuff like that. Like, that you can learn. You can also have an eye for it. But that's the thing, like, you might have, like, a skill that others don't, like, when they begin. You might not have any skill that a lot of other people have when they begin, and then it's just going to be harder, but it's going to be so much more satisfying once you learn it. Let me see here. Casey says, yes, of course. Legion says, man, I am really missing those words. No, it's okay. Like, I'm trying to, like, read it. English is not my first language. I sit there and I read it, like, specifically how you wrote it, then try and understand it myself. So it's a bit of both, of, like, you missing the words, and I'm just sitting here like, okay, I need to try and fill in what you're trying to say to me. I'm sorry. I'm very much so like outing people with like spelling mistakes and whatnot. Because I just read it as is. There's also a reason why people don't write memes to me, because I will read them out loud and they'll cringe and never do it again. Casey says I'm better at buildings. Yeah, buildings are great. Like, I don't do buildings. I'm sitting there like, nah, mate. I'm just gonna like 3D model them. That'll be like a thing I do. But do I draw them? No, I don't want to. My mom says for beginners, it is a good exercise if you turn the image you are copying upside down. Yeah, you could do that. Legion says I am not into big keyboard. I have to have a small phone before. Fair. Like, I prefer a big keyboard just because it's easier to write and it's not taxing on my hands. Like, my hands hurt if I use the phone keyboard too much. Genuinely do. But everyone has like their own like what is more comfortable for them. Let me see. Casey says my dog is snoring so loud. Yeah, my cat does that too. He snores loud. He snores as if he has like a 9 to 5, and it's like, you don't do anything but be in the garden. What are you on about? Why are you snoring like that? I think he's copying me though, to be honest. Just because I do snore. But it is funny to think that he's like snoring as if he has a 9 to 5. Let me see. My mom says, and don't trace, but try to draw what you see. Yeah, that is a good idea. Like, you know, not having like the paper on top of it. Just look at it and draw onto the paper. Legion says, I'm trying to get used to my new drawing tablet. Fair. I mean, you can try a little bit like Sketchabout and stuff like that, like in the program. It should be fine. Like, it's fun. I had a problem with, like, you know, getting into vector art though later down the line, because I was like, why would I do that? I can just draw it with my tablet. But now I do both because I can. Like, I do the sketch with like tablet, and then I like go with like the vector art in here. This is like though specifically for reference sheets, because I don't want there to be like a whole lot of sketchiness to the reference sheet, because it can muddy the design, or like, you know, conveying the design. Ooh. Casey says, point of view, me with the biggest phone, lol, with a Pro Max. I can never type on one hand. Yeah, I can't do that either. It just goes so slow. I can't do it. Legion says, and man, I am 14, have literally baby hands. It's fine. Like, having small hands is fine. There's nothing wrong in that. Wait. No, I don't want how it's switching. That's why. I keep forgetting, like, what type of tool I have on it, because it's, like, all the same one. Can do something like this. Wait. Maybe something like that? And then I need to add another coin to see. Zoop. Keep having to go over there. Let me see. Casey says, apparently I moan in my snore. I moan in my sleep, apparently. Ignore the first message. I didn't do that. Like, I guess that's also an option. Like, I mean, it's like how my ears tickle when I drink too hot or too warm hot cocoa, it'll tickle my ears. I don't know why. It's weird. Bodies are weird. My mom says it took me a whole week to get used to my drawing tablet back in the days. It was hard, yeah. And some people just never get it. Pretty sure like my half-big brother never got it, like how to do the tablet on the side like I do. Because he's like telling me that every time. It's like, I don't know how you do it. And I'm like, well, I just do it and I'm used to it. I've been doing it since I was 14. Or 12. No, yeah, 12. I think that's when I got the tablet in the first place. Casey says Vector is better due to it won't reduce resolution when you stretch it. However bitmap, it will lose quality. Yes, that is true. That's why I'm like doing it with Vector with this in the first place, because I'm like, you know what, like this will make it easier like later down the line when I'm like creating this reference sheet. Like I can also like edit it much easier. Also with like the thickness of the line, I can edit that in here as well, which is like really nice. I'm not sure if Krita has anything of that sort though, but Affinity does, and Affinity should be free now to use. Like there's a free version at least, from what I know. So if you ever want to like pick up like vector art to like have art that will not degrade in it, then yeah, like go pick up Affinity. Not affiliated or anything, but like I've used it. It's good. It's a good program. Don't fall victim to Adobe. You deserve better. Casey says less fur for paws. Oh my god, yeah. Legion says I have a dream to be an animator, and I don't know how I'm gonna fulfill that because I got ADHD. I have ADHD too. The way that I work is like I jump back and forth on everything all the time. I'm not medicated. That is my own doing. I should be able to like go and get a diagnosis at some point, but for now I'm working with what I got, which is nothing. I work back and forth with things. Like I have multiple projects going on in order to keep myself entertained, you can say. Like ooh, I can do this. Ooh, I can do that. Like, and I jump between them, and then at some point I finish things, which is what I'm trying to do here, right? Like I'm finishing this character design by line arting her body, and then I can add clothes on top later, like how I did with Lawrence here. Like I can just toggle off like his clothes and then just add it on top. It makes it easier for me to also test out like different outfits, whatever I feel like would work for him. Casey says also I know that because of computer science. Well, I hate Adobe. I think I have ADHD. Everyone says I have ADHD except my parents. I have all the signs. Yes. I have all the signs. I went to the doctor and they look at my little questionnaire that they gave me to fill out, and they were like, you have everything. Every single symptom. You gotta like... like they couldn't give me anything because like I need like another doctor specifically for that, like to give me the diagnosis, but like when the chart is literally just like filled in like with everything, it's like yeah. The only thing that wasn't filled in was like alcoholism and drug abuse, but I was like, yeah, but I kind of abuse other things, like, you know, chocolate. Like I eat stuff instead, you know. So it is an addiction, just like a different kind that's not like, you know, alcohol or drugs. And they're like, yeah, that counts. Legion says, is why you streaming, not bad idea. Yeah, I'm streaming because like it makes me like focus on things, because like people are watching. I gotta like actually work now. Like can't just be doing nothing on stream. But also like it takes away like the fidgetness to it as well, because like I kind of do that as well with driving. Like I narrate what I do, and it makes me focus better on what I need to do. If you get me. Multitasking kind of helps with like doing the thing you must do. Like, at least that works for me. I'm not saying that that will work for everyone, but like it does work for me. Which reminds me, I should be pony up. Grab it. Casey says, oh my god, same, no way. I'm trying to stop. I can't stop eating. I'm such a fat. You're not fat. It's just like, you know, ADHD also has like that whole thing of like you need like 10 of a cookie in order for you to like be satisfied in the same way that another person would be by one cookie. Like it's your dopamine levels are just different. It hits different, essentially. Legion says, can't deny everyone here is a chud anyways. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, ADHD does make you, like, you know, have addictions much easier after all, like, because it's just like, you know, you need that dopamine and it's right here, right now, and chocolate or candy or anything really, like, just, you just grab it because, like, that's your default of, like, oh yeah, like, I want dopamine right now. Let me see. Casey says, to be honest, I got diagnosed with high-functioning autism. Oh my god, yes. Legion says, counting myself too. Oh, I wasn't thinking that you were calling people, like, chuds and not yourself. Like, that would just be kind of mean. We don't go mean here. We don't like that. But I believe the best in people. Casey says, for real, only problem, money. Yes, money is always the problem when it comes to, like, you know, getting diagnosis and, like, you know, medication and stuff. Like, it's pretty good here in Denmark because I can get money back from my insurance, essentially. But it's just, like, about getting time with the professional I need. They are scarce. Let's just say that. So, been trying, haven't been successful in getting a hold of anyone, which sucks, but I'll work around it. I've been living with it for so long, I can work with it for now, till I find someone. Just gotta find what works for me. Alicia says, bro, guess what is my favorite brush? Pencil brush? I don't know. I don't know what brush you use. I just use the basic ones, for the most part. Just cracking them arms. Yoink. Casey says, I swear a lot of people have ADHD. Yes. A lot of people have ADHD and they don't know about it. Especially when it comes to, like, women, because, like, they don't get caught when they're younger. Because they're not a problem in the school, comparatively speaking. Which sucks, is like, yeah, but they're still struggling. Like, please help them. This sucks, you know? Having to, like, work around it and, like, you know, just kind of fend for yourself. No! Help! Please help! Then they shouldn't have to suffer with, like, trying to, like, work and be part of, like, the normalcy. But, you know, since they're not outwardly a problem, then yeah, they kind of fall short on getting help. As you probably have noticed, I also jump around on the canvas a whole lot. A little bit there, a little bit here. As you do. Let me see. Casey says that is pencil a brush or a rock? Huh? I don't know. What? Maybe? Legion says it's a brush that can fill the areas. Oh, the bucket tool. It's nice. Bucket tool is nice. I just never use it. Because I have a tendency to just use the mask tool, which is like in the layer. You can just change it to have a mask. Fill in the whole layer with one color, and then you can carve out what you want, essentially, to be visible. It makes it so much easier to do that, because then you can just change whenever you want. Like, oh, I don't actually like this color. This color doesn't fit with the character. I'm just gonna change it. Whoop! Fill in the entire layer again with the color. You've already carved out where the color needs to be. Done. I love it. It's so easy. Especially when you're making like reference sheets like this. Like then it's like nicer to just have that option. Let me see what people are writing. Oy. Casey says, to be honest, I struggle a lot. I behave in school. I do get distracted a lot. Yeah, I get that. I got distracted real easy when I was reading. Like the smallest peep would just make me lose where I was. And then I need to reread the entire thing. Like the entire page again. It sucks. Casey says, bucket tool, Lamo. Oh my god, ads, please go away. I'm sorry. Welcome back. Legion says, no, it's like a lasso. I mean, lasso tool is essentially like the same. You just select the part like a little more specifically. But it is like a kind of like a bucket tool, just a different type. Let me see. Casey says the color selection tool to get exact hex code of the color. That one's also good. My mom says I should use command backspace or option backspace. Yes, exactly that. Just fill in the entire layer. Alt backspace on PC. Casey says I'm gonna ask, wait, Twitch, you're so mean to me today. Why are you so mean? I'm so sorry. Lisa says no, it's called the fill brush. Krita got it in the brush list. Ah, okay. It's because I don't use Krita a whole lot. I tried and then it failed. And welcome back to Casey. I can't wait to start the suit now. Yeah, for sure. I also realized I've been streaming for 2 hours. I should probably go and check on my cat and end stream for now. The next stream will be on Tuesday, maybe, depending on how things go that day. Because I have like something to do on that day. But for now, I will be signing off. This is as far as I got. It looks like a mess. But you know, it's getting there. I just need to like adjust the line width and stuff so that they're nice and thick, like her sketch layer is with her line work. But yeah, next time I don't know what I will be doing Tuesday, like work-wise. We will see. Like maybe I'll get to line art the other sister. And maybe Lawrence, like the brother. We will see what it'll be. Cases. Legion says I was an IBIS user in mobile before. Oh god, good god! Like I don't use the phone for anything with like art. Like maybe a little sketch just to like get an idea down and then send it to myself so I can like put it over into Clip Studio, because no, I'm not finishing that on the phone. My mom says, see you in the garden. Yep. It's about time I sign off. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you next stream. Again, might be Tuesday, depends. I will try and... Oh!
Yaksha 1v1 Spirit is telling you to stretch.
Thank you, Yaksha. I shall stretch. And I shall hydrate. I see that.
Yaksha 1v1 Spirit is reminding you to hydrate.
I'm hydrating. I'm stretching. And posture check, like right before I go. I have a fine posture, Yaksha. Thank you, though. And bye-bye, Legion. See you next time. And the same goes to everyone else as well. Lightfire, Casey, and Yaksha, and my mom. See you next stream. Goodbye. Bye-bye.